Hey guys, Biggie here, and I am flying to Busan to buy a car. Let's see how it's done. It's Friday, it's 8:30 a.m. My flight leaves Jeju at 10:30 a.m. and it's an hour bus ride away. But that's okay, because for this airport, I only have to be there maybe 30 minutes before my flight, maybe only 15 minutes before my flight. It's more like a public bus, and you won't believe how much the flight costs. I got a flight for 20 bucks. It's almost like a public bus system. I don't even have a return flight yet. It's on Sunday, but that's fine because I'm gonna buy it like the day before. In worst case scenario, I'll pay 50 bucks for that flight. I didn't think domestic flights could be cheaper than Vietnam, but here we are. So in Jeju, this area, I need a car to get around. And I went to a few car lots in Jeju City and one in Seogwipo City, and I found them to be a little bit too expensive for what you get. Plus, they don't have a complete insurance report, accident history, things like that. When you buy it online, online shopping in Korea is world class, including buying cars. And I figured, well, I bought my house online without ever seeing it. Why can't I buy a car online without ever seeing it? So I got a list of about 8 cars at this one dealership that I'm looking for. But I'm gonna go test drive it because I figure it's maybe a round trip of $100. Got a friend in Busan that I'm staying with, and so it's a really economical way to go see some cars, try it out, and go buy them. I'll tell you a little bit more about the website that I found these on a little bit later. I've never seen the bus quite so full. Airport is the second busiest airport in Korea, even though it's on the small island. It actually is home to the busiest route in the world between Seoul and Jeju. My plane is delayed an hour. Got my ticket though. It's like this piece of paper. I'm gonna try my luck at Priority Pass. Supposedly there's a lounge here that I can get into with my credit card. So it's my first time using it. Hopefully it works. Well, it worked. It's my first time using Priority Pass. It's a much more comfortable location, and it's quiet, and I have plugins, and the food's not great, but some prepackaged food. Not bad for having to spend an extra hour at an airport. Hopefully I have enough time at the car lots, though. Clearly, this place has the best bathrooms in all of Jeju. World class. They have a special line for foreigners, which is super convenient. It took me like 5 minutes to get through security. Fastest security ever. Should have stayed in the lounge. Keeps getting more and more delayed. We're like an hour and 15 minutes delayed now. That's what I get for getting an $18 ticket. People have never been to Busan. It's kind of a cool city. It looks like I'm flying out with the apartments built on them. Hey guys, so first of all, I went to kcar.com. Now, Kcar used to be SK In-Car Jikyong Mall, but they just changed their name on October 1st. Now, Kcar has a nice feature I want to show you first, which is foreigner support. And foreigner support, they have an entire line you can call. It tells you about the process of going through from start to finish, and it even gives you a list of the required documents. Now, in the end, I didn't actually use the foreigner support system. I thought I was going to, but when I showed up, I was actually able to deal with the car buying process all by myself, which was actually a surprise. But before I went to the car lot, I decided to choose some cars for myself. And here's how I did it. First, I want to use the translation model. Now, if you can read Korean, maybe you don't need this, but this has a nice auto-translate. Google Chrome has a nice auto-translate that works really well with the site. So first, I just clicked on domestic car and pressed, I just chose a random Hyundai as a model. Now, I actually went and unchecked that later. because what I was more interested in was I had a price range and I had a location I was going. I was going to Busan, for example. So I went down, and I know that Busan is in Gyeongnam. So I went down, and you have to do this a few times, and I chose the 3 stores in Busan. And once I chose the 3 stores in Busan, then I went through and I set my limit. Now, this is in units of 10,000, so I knew that I wanted to spend about less than $9,000 on a car. So I set that there. This says 900, but that's going to be approximately $9,000. And then I scrolled down, and I knew that I needed a car that was newer than 2014, and I also wanted a maximum kilometers of 60,000 kilometers, and that was my only choice. So you can see now I have 22 cars to choose from. So I went through each and every car and made a list of about 10 that I was interested in looking at. So let me give you an idea about the kind of information that's available. So for example, I ended up getting a Spark like this one. So let's go ahead and click on this. And you can get all the information, let's translate it, all the information that you need about the car. Of course, here you have pictures of the inside and the outside. You have the person you want to talk to. And here we go, K-Car Detailed Medical Certificate. And here we have all the information about the car. This is a government document, and if they lie on this document, there is legal things. And it goes down and tells you everything in detail about what's on the car, how much oil it leaks, if it leaks any oil. It's very, very, very detailed. In addition, you can also get the insurance history. And the insurance history, likewise, tells you the entire history of the car. So, for example, this has no rental history. Actually, this has no loss history at all. Even if there is a history of, for example, a very small accident where you get a scratch on your car, this will be recorded here. You can see the number of owners it's had. It's very, very detailed. And as you scroll down, then you can get all the information about the car. I also wanted to make sure that there was no accidents or anything like that, and this will even give you a picture of any panels that was changed or any scratches or dents that are on the vehicle. So before I went to the dealership, I had a very good idea of what I was looking for. Now, of course, at the dealership, the cars weren't always as good condition as I thought they might be, and that's actually why I went to see in person. So I got 2 offers in front of me. I have a Kia Soul Standard, which I really want, but Mini C thinks that it's going to be difficult to sell. It's 2013, and it's about $4,500, which is really cheap. Or I have an almost brand new Kia Spark, which is a much less of a car, but it's 2 years old, and it's about $6,500. And I like the Soul better, but it's older and it has 90,000 kilometers, and the Spark is newer. It's a little more money. I don't know what to do. Do I go for safe, or do I go for something more, stressful? Stressful because I have to get everything done with like the insurance and everything today. Like it's like, do it today or do it next week, so. This is SK in-car. I got here about, 1 p.m. It's 5 p.m. now, so about 4 hours later. I own a car. It's kind of crazy. These are the documents. And I have a car that's 2 years old and 20,000 kilometers. It's like 16,000 miles. And it cost a total of about $6,500. And I got to pay with my credit card, which means I get rewards from my credit card. So it actually cost me a little bit less. Like a $150 discount, something like that. So thankfully, people that worked here were super patient. The contract, all of this is like thick Korean contracts, and they were so patient, so helpful for explaining everything to me. It probably took 5 times longer than a normal contract would, because in Korean he explained the technical language in easier Korean so I could understand what was being said. So, super appreciative. as long as the car's a good car, and it seems like it is, it's been a very good experience. Insurance too took about 30 minutes to deal with the insurance. Yeah, all right. There she is. My little Daewoo Spark. Or Chevrolet Spark now, I guess, huh? New car. Whew. I can't believe it. I'm a car owner in Korea. Who would have ever thought 7 years ago when I came here? 7 or 8, I forget. Anyways, who would have thought? Who would have thought? But I got a car. Chevy Spark. Almost brand new. Red, beautiful, runs like a charm. It has no power because it has like a 1-liter engine, but hey, that's what you get. And discounts on tolls and everything because it's a small car. So government, no tax because it was a small car. It was great. They did everything for me. They registered it for me. They did everything for me. They were so nice. So at my friend's house in Busan now, offered the guest room for the night, little couch surfing area, beautiful Hill State apartments. Going to get some Mexican food or Brazilian food, and I need food. I haven't eaten all day. I ate a sandwich this morning, and I have just not eaten all day. It's been a crazy day. Crazy day. Tomorrow I'm driving to Yeosu, halfway across the country, to catch the ferry with my car. See how it goes.